Pitting fantasy armies against one another may seem old hat, but what if we did it differently? Let me introduce you to Zaberias. Hello and welcome back to another Infinity Rose Time Stone review, featuring the board game Zaberias. In this game, you pick one of 4 different factions known as tribes and go head-to-head in a battle for dominance. A quick note on this, there's been a lot of conversation and issues surrounding the use of the phrase tribes, particularly when talking about fictional creatures. This is something that we've talked about quite a bit in the Magic the Gathering community, so going forward I will not be referring to them as tribes here. Now, back to our review. As you can see, the art style is very chibi fantasy, which is something that I'm not particularly the biggest fan of. It's not horrible per se, but it's not my cup of tea. Now, if you're a fan of something like Small World or even Clash Mobile, this is very up your alley. While we're on the topic of aesthetics, the components themselves are excellent. I really like the quality. I think the cardstock's great. I love that they have the storage for the dice there. One thing, and I don't know if this was because I had a review copy sent to me or what the deal was, but I did not get a box for this to store my components, and I did not get a rules booklet as well. So there was a bit of frustration flipping back and forth between playing the game and checking the rules online, but ultimately it did not detract too much from my experience. That being said, in spite of those hiccups, I found myself really enjoying this style of gameplay, as well as the actual design of the game itself. It feels like, as the art mix suggests, a plucky mobile game or those Newground games that we all spent way too many hours on. This is a game that I will continue to enjoy playing and I want to introduce my kids to. Overall, I give it a 4 out of 6 Infinity Stones. Like I said, there are a few issues with storage and some of what I can assume to be localization problems. There were words that were misspelled, but you could understand what they were trying to get at. Overall, it didn't detract from my experience, and it's still a fun game to have on the shelf, and one that I will be returning to often. The team behind this is incredibly passionate about it, and many of the YouTube videos about the game itself are made by the family of Zaberias' creator. So I'm excited to see where they go with this and what they have for us in store down the line. This has been Jarrett with another Space Stone review. If you enjoyed this, you know where to find us. Until next time, bye.